I realized there's a reason why I live like a Buddhist already. Like I've always lived this way. The more I know about it, the more I
I'm your spirit teacher.
I am your spirit guide.
Who's a really, pick a really good ancient spirit person, like a Buddha type person,
Buddha?
I'm gonna be something from
Or is that Gandhi?
I'm gonna do,
Gandhi?
God, what was the guys from?
Potter.
Damn it!
Stop it. He cannot be our mascot. How is he our mascot?
I want to do Legend of the Avatar, or Avatar: Last Airbender, and be like a, ancient Buddhist or airbender. Or
How crazy is this? I have air heavily in my astrological sign.
Ooh, you shithole,
bro! I reigned from the Buddhist culture. Like my previous lives are heavily dealt within that culture, and I that's something I've resonated with my entire life. But once I started diving down that rabbit hole, I realized there's a reason why I live like a Buddhist already. Like I've always lived this way. The more I know about it, the more I embody those practices. And I have come to the conclusion that I was heavily embedded.
This wasn't a instant realization. This was a pure, an over time realization based on the idea that you just resonate with the way you live and think about life and how you feel and read about this culture and this religion and the spirituality aspect, and you feel it. And so that's helped you resonate with that over time.
No.
Shit.
I was raised Christian, like heavy Christian,
oh,
dude.
Shit.
Non-denominational
we're getting deep
Christian.
Now. Okay.
And,
all right.
Bro, God was my homie. I worshipped that mofo like...
Ain't nothing wrong with that. We bros. Yeah, we all
that band on the stage would turn up.
Yeah, dude, we bros, dude.
Right.
Yeah, I fist bump all the time.
And then my brother decided to go atheist, right?
No shit.
And it got me thinking about stuff.
Wild.
Right? Like out of nowhere, I was in California. I just moved there, and I go back to visit, and my brother's like, "Yeah, I don't believe in anything anymore. I'm an atheist."
Just to quickly say, a lot of people who are born and go deep into the religious aspect at a force can fall that way as a kind of a, I'm going to fight it.
It makes especially when you're forced into it.
Mm-hmm.
It totally makes sense.
Yeah.
But after I, followed along in my brother's footsteps and like stepped away from the religious aspect of it and explored my journey in California, I started feeling pulled to the Buddhist culture and practices. And I had already...
How old were you?
This was in my early 20s.
Okay. All right.
I'm 33 now, but this is like when I was 20.
Yeah. Which is usually about the time that we start waking up to life.
Right. You start having your own thoughts.
Correct.
They're no longer your parents' thoughts.
Correct. Yes.
And it really did a number on me. Just the idea of my brother stepping away from it so heavily. Something had happened in the church, and they kind of not wronged him, but he took it very personally, and I totally get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I followed, in his footsteps, and was like, you know what? Why don't I start thinking a little bit differently and see what else is out there and see why I'm forced to be in this religion. So I stepped back and just didn't believe in anything for a long time. It was just like,
interesting.
No, I'm just going to be. I'm going to let it be.
Which is part of the journey.
It is. It really is.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's part of the journey.
I think finding rock bottom is part of the journey a lot of the time too, which is eventually what happened. Didn't involve drugs or anything, but...
No, I mean, the bottom can be very different per person, per situation,
Right.
Like, there's no definitive bottom.
No. You have your own rock bottom, and everyone does. Just because your rock bottom is one thing, it doesn't mean someone else's rock bottom is what yours is.
Correct.
But either way, you hit that bottom, and the only place you can go is YouTube.
Shit, yeah, dude.
No, the only place you can go is
Get
up
some
after
ice
that,
cream,
technically,
little
right?
chocolate, sit on the couch, get a good YouTube
Aliens!
video. Brett Cooper, tell me things.
Please help me.
Ooh, I just want to learn on YouTube for a minute while I eat my chocolate.
Love chocolate.
No, and I think that's a good journey. I think your journey is a representation of many journeys that we see going on all the time. And I don't think that journey's crazy, and I don't think that there's any right or wrong journey. I don't think there can be a right or wrong journey, or a good way to take it, or a bad way to take it, or a right way or a wrong way. I think the journey is your journey. It's your unique path in life that you're following to help you get to where you need to get to. And so what may resonate with me that makes me understand something, it doesn't mean anything to you, and vice versa.
Right.
And that's the way it's supposed to be. It's because your journey's leading you where you need to go. And that's why it's going to have to be told to you the way it needs to be told to resonate with you. And I feel that when you talk about it, I'm like, that journey feels like you felt it, you went through it, you understand it, and you're working through this.
Yeah.
I like that.
Because each person's journey and where, you know, they're designed to go in this life, it all depends on who's, you know, pulling your strings technically, and who's like putting these things in your path. Mm-hmm. And, you know, whoever's pulling those strings knows how to reach you at a deep personal level.
Agreed. Ah, shit.
There goes
seen what he did?
Oh, no.
Come on. Can we
He hasn't seen anything.
Yeah, he sent me this last night, and I thought, what the fuck are you doing over there?
That's Awakening 101.